don't skip. Each one of us has experienced the sting of regret at some point. Those moments when we wish we could turn back time and make a different choice. But what if I told you that some of the wisest people in history had a secret to living without regrets? It's true. The ancient Stoics, thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, mastered the art of maintaining tranquility and making decisions with a clear, unwavering vision. Today, we're diving deep into their world. We're not just exploring philosophy, but extracting practical, actionable advice that can transform the way we face each day. From managing stress and anxiety to making choices that align with our deepest values, the wisdom of Stoicism isn't just about understanding the past. It's about taking charge of our future. So stick around. You're not just going to learn about these philosophical giants. You're going to discover how to use their teachings to lead a more fulfilling, regret-free life. Let's unlock this wisdom together. The power of Stoic wisdom together, and I promise you we'll walk away with a toolkit that might just change your life. Before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay with us throughout the entire video. Each segment is packed with insights that build on one another, helping you harness the full power of Stoic wisdom to revolutionize your life. Marcus Aurelius faced one of the most devastating pandemics in history, the Antonine Plague. This catastrophe could have led to mass hysteria and chaos, but Aurelius chose a path of calm and deliberate action. He implemented practical measures, such as subsidizing funeral costs, recruiting new soldiers, and even selling personal possessions to fund military endeavors. His responses were not driven by fear, but by rational decision-making, a hallmark of Stoic philosophy. Number 1. This historical episode teaches us a profound lesson in resilience and perspective. Stoicism encourages us to see the repetitive patterns in human history. Marcus Aurelius himself said, "Look back over the past with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too." This insight suggests that by studying history, we can better prepare for the challenges we face today. Indeed, the notion that history often repeats itself isn't just a cliché but a grounding principle that can offer us comfort. It tells us that the trials we endure are not unique, that others have faced similar, if not the same, struggles. Connecting this Stoic wisdom with the thoughts of other philosophers, we find echoes of similar sentiments. For instance, the Greek philosopher Heraclitus noted that nothing is permanent except change, aligning with the Stoic understanding that the world is in a constant state of flux, and that our experiences are merely part of a larger, recurring cycle of events. Furthermore, Aristotle observed, "He who learns must suffer, and even in our sleep pain that cannot forget falls drop by drop upon the heart, and in our own despite, against our will, comes wisdom to us by the awful grace of gods." This suggests that adversity is a necessary conduit for learning and growth. Today, as we face global challenges, whether health crises, environmental issues, or societal upheaval, we can draw strength from these lessons of history. Current events may seem unprecedented, yet through the lens of history, we see a tapestry of human endurance and adaptability. This perspective doesn't just serve to comfort us, it empowers us. It encourages us to approach problems with the same rational and composed mindset that Marcus Aurelius exemplified. By embracing history, we do not just learn about the past, we also learn how to face the future. Stoicism teaches us that our reactions to events are within our control, even if the events themselves are not. Epictetus articulated this when he said, It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This mindset can transform our approach to modern crises, helping us to see them not as insurmountable obstacles but as opportunities for growth and improvement. Embracing history through a Stoic lens involves recognizing the cyclical nature of events and understanding that our current challenges are part of a larger historical context. This recognition helps us remain balanced and proactive rather than reactive and overwhelmed. By studying how figures like Marcus Aurelius dealt with adversity, we can equip ourselves with the wisdom to handle our own crises with grace and resilience. Marcus Aurelius insightfully noted, "We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This profound observation. Number 2, this highlights a common human paradox. Our self-interest often gets overshadowed by our concern for others' opinions. In today's digital age, this issue is more prevalent than ever, as we are constantly inundated with a barrage of opinions, news, and social media updates. This overwhelming flow of information can significantly amplify our worries and anxieties. Marcus Aurelius teaches us a valuable lesson in Stoicism, the importance of filtering out the noise to focus on what truly matters, our own values and actions. Stoic philosophy encourages us to maintain our focus on our conduct and character rather than getting swept away by the sea of external opinions. It's about recognizing what is within our control and letting go of what isn't. As Epictetus famously said, "Only the educated are free." This education isn't just academic, it's also about understanding the wisdom of emotional independence and discernment in the face of external pressures. This Stoic principle of focusing on oneself and ignoring external noise is critical in our modern context. It teaches us not to be driven by the fear and greed that often permeate public opinions and media sensationalism. These external forces can cloud our judgment and detract from our inner peace and clarity. By adhering to our personal values and focusing on our actions, we can maintain a clear path forward, undisturbed by the chaos that might surround us. This concept of ignoring the noise resonates not just in Stoicism, but also in other philosophical traditions. Socrates emphasized the importance of self-knowledge with his dictum, "Know thyself." He implied that true wisdom and peace come from understanding one's own nature and not being swayed by the opinions of the masses. Similarly, Plato spoke about the allegory of the cave, which can be interpreted as a call to focus on the enlightening truth of reality rather than the shadows cast by society's falsehoods. By adopting this Stoic mindset, we learn to prioritize our mental and emotional resources towards what genuinely benefits us, fostering resilience and a sense of autonomy. We learn to distinguish between useful feedback and mere noise. This discernment allows us to remain steadfast in our principles and undisturbed by the often unfounded fears that can otherwise guide public sentiment. By practicing the Stoic principle of ignoring the noise, we equip ourselves to navigate the complexities of modern life. Number 3, with greater composure and effectiveness, we learn to trust in our own reason and decisions, maintaining our course with confidence, free from the distracting and often misleading clamor that seeks to divert us. This approach not only leads to personal peace and clarity, but also enables us to contribute more positively to the world around us, grounded firmly in our most cherished values and actions. Stoicism teaches us that the essence of a well-lived life isn't just about enduring difficulties, but truly finding joy and presence in each moment. Marcus Aurelius provided a powerful directive in this regard. Remind yourself that it is not the future or what has passed that afflicts you, but always the present. This wisdom encourages us to shift our focus from what was or what will be to what is. By centering our attention on the present moment, we engage fully with our current tasks and circumstances, which can significantly reduce anxieties about future uncertainties. Mindfulness, a core component of Stoic practice, involves a conscious effort to be aware of our environment, our emotions, and our thoughts, without judgment. This awareness anchors us in the now, helping us to break free from the endless cycle of worry and speculation that can cloud our minds. It teaches us to appreciate the current moment. Whether it involves simple daily routines or more complex tasks, finding depth and satisfaction in the immediate experience. Epictetus emphasized the importance of concentrating on the present with his advice. Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well. This sentiment underscores the Stoic belief that peace comes from aligning our desires with reality, rather than wishing reality to be different. Moreover, the practice of mindfulness has parallels in the broader philosophies of Aristotle and Plato, who also valued the importance of being attentive to the present. Aristotle spoke of virtuous action, which involves being mindful of our actions and choosing those that align with virtue in the present moment. Plato, on the other hand, suggested that true knowledge and happiness come from understanding the forms, which can be seen as an encouragement to deeply engage with the reality of the present, to grasp the truth behind appearances. In practical terms, mindfulness can be cultivated through various simple but effective practices. Taking a few minutes each day to meditate, focusing on one's breath or the sensations in the body, can enhance our ability to stay present. Similarly, engaging fully in tasks, whether it's eating, walking, or conversing without the distraction of our digital devices, can heighten our appreciation of the current moment and reduce stress. This emphasis on the present moment. Number 4 is not just about disregarding the future, but about nurturing a quality of attention that enhances our effectiveness and responsiveness in our current actions. This, in turn, better prepares us for whatever lies ahead. Through mindfulness practice, we learn to live more fully, unburdened by unnecessary worries, and enriched by the immediate beauty around us. This Stoic practice not only improves our personal well-being, but also enhances our interactions and contributions to the world, fostering thoughtfulness and compassion. Marcus Aurelius's reminder that life is short urges us to extract thoughtful and just meaning from the present moment, reflecting a core Stoic belief in purposeful engagement with the here and now. In today's world, where results often manifest after considerable delay, Stoicism's emphasis on aligning daily actions with long-term values and goals provides valuable perspective. Everyday activities like walking, cooking, or pursuing hobbies are viewed not merely as routine tasks, but as opportunities for reflection, mindfulness, and self-care, crucial for maintaining balance amidst life's uncertainties. Number 5 emphasizes that by engaging in thoughtful and just actions in the present, we naturally equip ourselves for whatever the future may bring. This approach isn't about selfishness, but rather about self-preservation and improvement. It's about building resilience by ensuring our daily lives align with our deepest values and aspirations. In doing so, we not only enrich our own lives, but also establish a foundation that enables us to positively impact the lives of others. Marcus Aurelius exemplified profound leadership by consistently prioritizing the welfare of his people over his personal safety during his reign. His actions during the Antonine Plague, where he chose to remain in Rome amid the crisis, illustrate his dedication to service rather than retreat in the face of danger. Stoicism teaches that serving others isn't merely a noble act, but an essential component of leading a virtuous life. This philosophy underscores the interconnectedness of individual well-being with the well-being of others. Acts of kindness and service allow us to transcend our own concerns and connect with something larger than ourselves. This principle isn't just a moral ideal, but a practical strategy for personal and social wellness. Marcus Aurelius encapsulated this belief with his metaphorical statement, "What is not good for the swarm is not good for the bee," emphasizing that individual interests should align with collective interests. The benefits of serving others extend beyond the recipients of our acts, enriching our sense of community and shared humanity. Seneca echoed this sentiment by highlighting that every interaction presents an opportunity for kindness. Engaging in acts of generosity, whether large or small, creates ripples that strengthen our bonds with others and enhance our collective well-being. Psychological research supports this Stoic principle, suggesting that altruism reduces stress and increases life satisfaction. Aristotle, in his Nicomachean Ethics, argued that virtue lies in right interactions with others, and that true happiness comes from virtuous activities that connect us with our community. Therefore, whether it's volunteering at a local shelter, assisting a neighbor with groceries, or offering comfort to someone in distress, each act of kindness aligns with our Stoic duty to serve others. These actions not only enrich our lives, but also create a supportive network that mitigates personal anxieties. Serving others in this way is a path towards both individual fulfillment and collective well-being.